Welcome back to the channel. It's final team reveal time. I'm pretty happy. I'm pretty happy with the side that I've got. I have flicked the bean on this side about 4,000 times, I think. And I think that I've finally I'm just happy with it. I'm just happy with it. And my fingers are sore. So I want to just lock it in, not worry about it until teams list next Tuesday fucks me again. But until then, this is going to be the side that I run out with. I'll be showing obviously the players that are playing tomorrow morning. And I'll also be showing the players that I'm 99.9% sure I'll be locking in for next weekend's game. Unless other cheapies arrive Tuesday afternoon or some cheapies that we're hoping to play get dropped. So, let's go over my side. Hooker. I'm going to go very pottish here. And I'm pretty happy with it. Tom Starling. All right, so I'm going to go Tom Starling. With Owen Patty on the bench, I believe that Starling is going to see at least 60 minutes. Okay, at least 60 minutes. Whenever Starling plays 60 minutes or above, he scores very well. If you don't believe me, go and check. He scores very well. I can't see a world where Ricky's just going to go, hey, Paddy, here you go, mate. Here's 50 minutes in first grade. Do you know what I mean? I can't see it. So 20 minutes for Paddy, 60 plus minutes for Starling, give or take. At 342k, yes. Okay, so he goes in. My bench is going to be Sandon Smith. Now, yes, I know, I understand my last post. I was all like, fuck Sandon Smith, blah, blah, blah. But then I sat and I pondered and I thought about it more. And then I was like, you know what? 237k, dual halfback. He probably will make some money. And look, to be honest with you, the bench hooker spot. I had Sonny Luke in my bench hooker spot 2 years ago for most of the season, and it didn't affect me. So, Sandon Smith can go there. The second that he touches that 450k mark, he's gone. So, he'll do. Terrell May speaks for itself. Don't exactly need to go over that. Horsburgh also speaks for himself. Don't need to go over that. Third front row, I'm going to go Gula, which is what I was telling everybody before. I've already explained why I'm not going to go Tino. Hey, if you want to go Tino, by all means go Tino. It's not a bad choice. I'm not saying it's a bad choice. I would personally love to start with Tino. But that extra 200k that I can save goes a long way across my side. So, I have every plans to get Tino in my side after maybe week 5 or 6. I just want to see how he goes first. That's all. I don't think Tino's going to destroy my season in the first 6 weeks of Supercoach. And yes, I understand people will be like, oh, but you can save a trade. All right, I get it. Yep. Fourth is Bentakura. Now, I'm just going to be waiting and hoping and praying to the Supercoach gods that he gets a front row spot. A front row bench spot. If he doesn't, I'm up shit creek. Well, I'm not up shit creek, but I'm going to have to obviously like reassess my whole life. So Bentakura goes into that spot. 2RF. Preston. Jacob Preston. 12% owned, fairly pottish. I think a lot of people are pretty much set on Olakawatu. I'm going to go Preston. I just think that there's a little bit more value in Preston than there is Olakau'atu. I think that there's a world where they practically score very similar in the first month. And what, for an extra 150k less, I'm happy to take that pod route. My second player, I'm going to take a huge risk on Hosking. I really, really like Hosking. Ricky loves Hosking. Yes, he's got a calf injury. But last time I checked, if you're overseas in Vegas and you have a calf injury, they're not going to play you. You would have to be very healthy and ready to go, because if you rip your calf again, you're on a long flight home, sitting down. And I can tell you right now, the swelling when you're that far up in the air, not fun, especially with a torn calf. I think Hosking's ready. I think you'll see upside in Hosking at 513k. He's in my side. So yes, I have 3 Raiders playing tomorrow. Yeah, if the Raiders get flogged tomorrow, then won't be happy about that one. But I'm actually tipping the Raiders, so we'll be sitting there praying to Ricky. My third 2RF, I haven't taken Seyfarth out of my side at all, so he's still there. My 2RF bench, I will be having Nafua White. I think Jewel works well with Horse. Spencer out for a couple of weeks. He'll get his minutes. He'll score probably 50-ish, give or take. And then we'll assess in after round 3 or 4 to see how his minutes is going and stuff like that. So he's there. Pretty happy with that. My second 2RF bench is Kobe Hetherington. I'm pretty happy with his role. I think he's going to be continuing to do the starting lock role. Carrigan obviously on the prop. 338k. I think he'd be... I wouldn't say he's going to make a mockery of that price, but I think he will... Look, he'll get to 500k. Okay, so that's all you really need to worry about. You want to get your players up to that 500k mark, fatten up those nice, fat, juicy, cash cows, and you want to upgrade Hetherington to someone else later on. So that's all I'm worried about on my 2RF bench. Not too worried there. My last one, this is the one that I'm worried about. Okay, this is why I was saying things might change come TLT, given certain cheapies, blah blah blah. I'm umming and ahhing about the Goz. I'm umming and ahhing. Pia Cora worries me. A lot of people are going the Goz, 13% owned. There is every world where Pia Cora just appears out of nowhere in round 2 or 3, and then all of a sudden Goz is gone. It's worrying. Okay, it's worrying. I would rather go with someone like Geimer or someone potentially like Hubner, where there is word that Hubner is playing at lock. Geimer's Supercoach friendly. I don't think that Geimer's job security is up in the air, but we'll have to wait and see, obviously, with TLT. So for now, I'm going to put Geimer there. We're just going to have to wait and see. Okay, halfback. I haven't slept in 6 days trying to figure this out. I have. Before you're in the comments, fucking call me psycho. I do sleep. Nico Hines. I'm picking Nico. Look, there's no right answer here. If you want to go Cleary, best Supercoach player in my opinion, fine. Do you know what I mean? I have just decided that personally, I find more value in Nico. You take away his games that were injured last season, he's averaging over 80. He's priced at 73. Sharks' draw is better, in my opinion, than Cleary's. Cleary historically starts low. Look, you've heard all this stuff before, okay? I'm going Nico. I could come out a genius. Okay, everybody's what's Cleary? 50%. 50%. Can you imagine if Cleary comes out tomorrow against the Sharks and all of a sudden he scores like 30 and Sharks win and Nico scores 80 plus? I'll be sitting here just going, oh my fucking God, I fucking done it. Do you know what I mean? I'm willing to take the risk. Cleary starts slow. Now that I've said that, he'll probably score 140 tomorrow, so slap that seat on Cleary tomorrow for me, please. 5'8". I am going to go with Dylan Brown. I said that hesitantly because I'm still so unsure about him and Munster. I really am. I'm so unsure. The only reason why I've gone Dylan Brown is because Munster starts obviously against the Eels, and then he goes into a bye, and then he goes into the Panthers round 3. I think Dylan Brown outscores Cameron Munster in the first 4 weeks, and that's all I'm aiming to do. I'm aiming to get a faster start. I think Dylan Brown outscores Munster. Overall, throughout the whole season, probably Munster might get him, but early on. The 2 backup halves and 5'8", I'm going to be going with Duffy and obviously Luke Metcalf. The goal with Metcalf is to turn him into Munster. Okay? So, centre wing. Blah, blah, blah. I'm not going to muck around. So, Garrick, 680k. I flirted with the idea of going Pottish and going Lehigh Hopewadi. Oh, but it just scares me so much when like someone like Garrick is so highly owned and he comes out and just absolutely destroys teams and you don't have him and you're sitting there like, do you know what I mean? So I'm not going to take the risk. Garrick is there. My second one is going to be Roger. I did think about Ali. I really, really did. Geez, he still could. Do you know what I mean? I could wake up tomorrow morning and just go, you know what? I just had a dream that RTS shit the bed. And I might change him. I might. I don't know yet. Okay? So, the third one, RTS. Second one, RTS. Third one is Greg. Fourth one is my boy Skelton. I'm pretty happy with that choice. My fifth is going to be Brimo. Alexander Brimson, okay? I thought about putting him in the 5'8" slot, but it looks a bit weird. So there's more value in him down in the wing center spot. The rest of my 2RF, the rest of my center wing is Purdue and Toya. Fullbacks will be Tom, Ponga, Isaiah Yongi. Okay? That leaves me with 36k and I'm relatively happy with that. I'm pretty happy with that, to be honest with you. I thought about going the 3-gun fullback, but I was like, you know what? It's all about cash generation early on in Supercoach. It is a marathon and not a sprint. I understand the argument to have 3-gun fullbacks. Come round 3, if Yongi's killing it, you can downgrade, but why would you want to downgrade anyway? If Walsh is coming out and killing the first 3 weeks, why would you want to trade Walsh? If he's killing it, then there's no reason for you to downgrade to Yongi. So that's my side, okay? Pretty happy with it. Save team. My reserves. Okay, let's just have a little bit of a look-see here with the reserves. Metcalf, Nafua White, Gula, and I'm still undecided between whether or not I want to go Isaiah Yongi as my last, or maybe like a Purdue or a Duffy. thinking about whether or not Manly Cows is going to be a high-scoring game to open up the season. Don't know. Yep, that's the side. Okay. Thank you very much for tuning in. That is my final team reveal. If there are any changes, I'll put it on my Facebook page. Last warning. Let's just throw it in there again. I'll get the league code up. So at the moment, we have 458 degenerates that are competing in the Degenerate League this year. The winner gets a $200 gift voucher to the merchandise store to buy whatever jersey, beanie, blanket, whatever you want to get. You can get it. You have to be a subscriber to the channel though, okay? It's free to subscribe. Follow me throughout the year for my highs and lows. You'll see me get cranky. You'll see me really happy. You'll see me bragging like an idiot. It's all a part of the game. Okay, so subscribe. The league code is 695 125. 695 125. That is the league code. Thank you very much for tuning in, and good luck for the rest of the season, my little degenerate friends. Peace.